Electricity is a source of light, power, and heat for rural homes, churches, schools, hospitals, barns, and shops. It eliminates much human drudgery in day-to-day living. Electric power brings comfort, conveniences, entertainment, and information long denied to rural people. It is a source of power for economic improvement in the rural sections. Electricity provides time and means for rural people to live a richer and a fuller life. It brings about renewed interest in the advantages of rural living and rekindles the very spirit of rural life. The state should not hamper but must encourage the REA in the extension of its fine program of service to rural Kentucky. I shall oppose any legislation that will retard rural electrification.
A couple of years ago, I had someone get up and say, "Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think we could have found a better speaker for this occasion than Byron Crawford." In fact, he said, "I know we couldn't have because we tried."
But I do want to thank the Kentucky Association of Electric Cooperatives for selecting me for this great honor.
I really didn't know what a big deal this was, frankly. And I want for the people, I really came here tonight because we buy a lot of electricity, and I hoped I would get a good deal.
It's been said many times that I'm a man of many words. Sometimes on Sunday morning when I'm preaching, a whole lot of folks say a man of many words, too many words.
Ladies and gentlemen, our distinguished rural Kentuckian for 2008, Governor Martha Lane Collins.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I had a special team. I had people who liked to work. They had fun working. It reminds me of the co-ops. You all love to work, and you have a great team, and you're successful.
I know of no other organization or lobbying group that I worked with in Frankfort that was more effective, more committed, more dedicated to the advancement of rural Kentucky, not only rural electrification, and rural water districts, Dennis, we talked about that in the beginning, but for the quality of life in Kentucky than your organization.
Ladies and gentlemen, our most recent recipient of our highest award, the Distinguished Rural Kentuckian Award, Mr. Wendell Berry.
I'm deeply grateful to be honored by this cooperative of cooperatives. A cooperative is a grand idea, and I'm glad to see that this one is thriving.
That's such a nice introduction that you just reminded me of something that Lyndon Johnson said when he got a glowing introduction. He said he wished his parents had still been alive to hear it. He said, "My father would have loved it, and my mother would have believed it."
From an Eisenhower who'd been a figure on the stage, we went to John Kennedy. And Kennedy once told me, "I didn't meet these people. I didn't know Roosevelt. I didn't know Churchill. I had to get my ideas from books." And he read 1,200 words a minute.
I basically hold the same job as Bill does out in the state in Oregon. And I see firsthand the work that Bill does amongst the statewide colleagues. In fact, we have a nickname for Bill. We call him the Rick Pitino of statewide managers, which I think, knowing what I know about basketball in this state, I may have just got you fired. So
there are pockets full here and there of other fans that root for their teams, but they're closet Kentucky rooters. They can't admit it, but deep down, they know when they face their maker someday and they repent, they're going to repent that they lied that they were for Louisville. They were really for Kentucky.
I remember how we did on the farm without electricity. And true story, we had a battery-operated radio, no lights, no electricity, and we were sitting out on the porch one night. Our radio battery had gone dead. And we could see the lights from Cynthiana about 6-7 miles as the crow flies. And we could hear horns blowing. And they were blowing so loud that we wondered what was going on. In Cynthiana, it was some kind of a catastrophe or celebration. 3 days later, we learned that the Japanese had surrendered. That's the way it was without electricity back in those days. What the people have done, what you all have done for the rural people in Kentucky has long been forgotten.